Hey guys, welcome to Cosmic Magic. Today we're going to dive into the new moon energy happening on January 2nd at 12 degrees of Capricorn. So right off the bat, I'm just going to say new. There's really no other way to put it. There is so much new energy going on at the time of the new moon. Like I said, I don't know how else to explain it, quite honestly. We have a new moon, of course, but it's also a new year, 2 days into the new year, and we have this new moon going on. And there's a bunch of other activity going on at the time of the new moon that also speaks to this newness, a lot of shifts and changes. The North Node is in the process of shifting from Gemini to Taurus. And we have Jupiter that just entered the sign of Pisces. Everyone's super excited about that one. And Mercury just shifted signs out of Capricorn, where the new moon is currently, and into Aquarius. So a lot of changes, a lot of shifts. We are definitely, this speaks to clearing, shifting, purifying our energy so that we can start new, really clearing the slate and transmuting the energy from 2021 and the past couple years, even the year and a half with the node shifts, really clearing out that energy and starting fresh. So that's the general sense of this new moon. It's really a time of new beginnings, new starts, fresh beginnings, and that is any new moon, but it's amplified by a new year and by all these other planetary shifts as well. It is in the sign of Capricorn, which is a earth sign. So it's really new beginnings that we can manifest and see. So a great time to plant new seeds, set new intentions for the entire year, for all of 2022, but also for the first 6 months until the Capricorn full moon. You could be focused on subjects like career and finances with it being in the sign of Capricorn, but to me, it's speaking to an even broader sense of just your overall life structure and how we're moving forward and what's of value and importance to us and how we want to build and create this new life, essentially, which I've been repeating over and over again in my videos. That's what I'm seeing in general with the new moon. There is one very sweet aspect going on with the sun and the moon. Uranus is trining the sun and the moon at the time of the new moon. And Uranus is in Taurus, so another earth sign. So again, more 3D grounding and embodying of this new life, this new way of being, this new energy that we're striving for. Uranus is really, if you remember in 2021, was squaring Saturn all year long. So there was a lot of push and pull energy, a lot of tension. Immediately right out of the gate for Uranus to make this beautiful aspect to the sun and the moon at the first, in the beginning of the year, the beginning of 2022, speaks volumes to me. I really think it's a sign of moving forward, of support, that we can move forward with these new ideas, with these insights and innovative ideas, and really manifest them in the 3D. So that is definitely encouraging energy. That is really the only aspect that is being made to the sun and the moon. There are other things going on that can support this as well, though. Venus and Pluto are still also in Capricorn. And Venus, we know, is retrograde. And Venus is the ruler of Taurus, which is where Uranus is, and also where the South Node is moving into. So that they're kind of amplifying, playing off of each other as well. Venus rules money as well, but also obviously love and relationships. And I really think what is of value to us and our self-worth. And that's why I think during this Venus retrograde, we're still working through that, and you know, so that we can move forward then and create what we are dreaming and hoping for. I think we're kind of maybe setting things up. We're going back and saying, okay, yes, let's put that aside. Let's move this forward. What is really important to me? I think that's what a lot of Venus retrograde is asking of us. And yeah, like I said, Uranus is that spark, that insight. And with Mercury just moving into the sign of Aquarius, I think that's also speaking to that same idea. Uranus rules Aquarius, so, and Mercury is all about thoughts and ideas. It's that spark of genius, that insight, that, oh my gosh, and like I said, more than just thoughts though, like so potent and so exciting and electric that you have to act on it immediately. That you're like, yes, that's where I want to go. That's the direction I'm headed. I'm definitely moving forward with that idea. There's no hemming and hawing or, and obviously it's going to take work and it's going to take time to initiate and create this vision and idea, but we should be starting to feel very excited about the prospects and the idea of something, this new idea or this new way of being. That can also be reiterated by the Saturn is still in Aquarius and is being sextiled by Mars. So Mars again is asking us to push forward with those ideas, and Saturn being kind of that builder and that creator, and Mars asking us to move forward with building that foundation of newness in Aquarius. And let's see what else do we have going on. Oh yes, Venus and Neptune are also sextile, so another beautiful energy there. Again, remember Venus, you know, is the ruler of Taurus, where the North Node is. So again, a lot pointing to that North Node shift, and I'm going to touch on that a little bit more in a minute. But yeah, Venus and Neptune sextile. Neptune is in Pisces, a very compassionate, healing energy. Venus. Again, retrograde, I think we're really thinking through what it is we need, what it is our soul needs, and desires, and really up-leveling, really ascending almost, you know, with Neptune in there. How can we up-level? How can we ascend? How can we fulfill our purpose, our higher vision? And really dreaming big as well, you know, not playing small anymore. We did that. We've been through that. That's what we were clearing. That's what we were purging last year. We have to really accept our divinity and step into our power and our authenticity, and really own it, really, you know. And I think that's kind of what I'm getting from that Venus Neptune sextile. All right, so I think those are the big aspects going on. Like I said, I really wanted to touch on the North Node in Taurus, because it really feels, like I said, it's another new energy, and it feels very important with it being another earth sign along with Capricorn, and Uranus being there making the trine to the sun and the moon at the time of the new moon. It feels like we are being, like I said, being asked to up level, and we're asked to the past and really step into our power. And we, in the past year or two, have really been confronted with how much power we don't have, right? How much control we don't have in the outside world. But what we're being asked to is pull our energy back in to really step into our power right? What we can control, what we can manage, what we can handle, what we can transform and transmute. And so honestly, to me, the word self-mastery keeps coming up over and over again. So I'm just dubbing the year 2022 as a year of self-mastery. Like I said, empowering yourself, self-empowering, self-empowerment, self-mastery, really honing in on your energy, which is what you can control. I think we are all going to, as a collective, ascend and move on in the future, but we have to start within, right? We have to start with ourselves, and as more and more of us do that, then it will spill out into the collective. Also, with the North Node in Taurus, we're going to be trying to heal the planet as well. We're going to be trying to heal ourselves and our relationship with the planet. So again, that starts with us, and then it can spill onto the collective, into Mother Earth, and we can really transmute. I see like the image of us standing in a field and turning over the soil. We're really transmuting, we're really shifting, purging, and really revitalizing our energy. And it has to start with us. Of course, we want it to be in the collective, but right now it's not, and we can't control that. But what we can do is control our own energy, focus on what we can create and what we can build for ourselves, and it will naturally, organically spread over time. I mean, the North Node is going to be in Taurus for 1.5 years, so we have at least that amount of time to build and create and spread and grow. So I think that's really it. The big focus to me is creating more harmony and value and grace and beauty and connectivity to the earth, and really embodying our energy and our purpose, and really grounding and connecting into and tapping into that energy. So those are the big key elements that I was seeing as I was looking at this new moon. I think it's a beautiful new moon, and it makes me very hopeful for the overall year of 2022. So before I let you go, I have some crystals that we can work with at the time of the new moon. Like I always mention, I create a new and full moon grid each time, and I actually post it on Instagram, so you can find it over there, Conscious Creation CO. I'll leave it in the notes below as well. So you can head over there to reference the grid to create your own, or meditate on the image of the grid that I've created, and also see more insights on the crystals themselves. But here is the first crystal, and that is Sealanite. That is going to help us with that purging and that renewal energy, that purification, so that we can start fresh. It's really what that is going to help us with. Great overall crystal to have. I have one on my bedside, on my nightstand. Really cleanses and purifies your energy. The next crystal is green onyx, which is also another renewing energy. It's going to help us build and create the new future that we are dreaming up. It's also going to help us kind of stay in harmony and balance, not to get overactive in our mind or overly emotional. It's going to help us balance all aspects of ourselves, which can be helpful when we're trying to manifest. And then the third crystal that I have is pink calcite. And that's going to help with those Venetian energies, love and grace, and harmony as well. Joy, ease. And because, like I said, the North Node's in Taurus, and that's really where I think we're going, what we're really wishing for. You know, like I said, we might be wishing for a new job, but And that might sound more mundane, but I think in the background, what we're really hoping for is more harmony or balance, not having to work so hard, not having to push so hard. There's an underlying level or an underlying idea behind why we're doing whatever we're doing in the 3D. So I think the pink calcite can really help us hone in on the reasons, the true reasons why we're doing something. Really acting from our heart, really following our heart. That's what pink calcite can help us do. Okay, so the last thing I'll do is pull a card just to round out the interpretation and see if anything else wants to come up or be reiterated. Okay, 7 of Swords, very interesting. So what I'm getting from this is, I would say, to not be fooled by what's going on in the external. Don't be pulled under by what we're seeing. Really focus in on yourself and your energy and what you want to manifest. Don't be distracted by what other activity is going on. There is still obviously a lot of energy that is stuck, fear-based energy, scarcity energy, and of course some of that is very real, but we can't get stuck in that energy. In order to move forward, we need to get out of that energy. And like I said, it begins by starting within and creating that foundation and that security. I think that's a big word, security, when we're talking about the Capricorn new moon. We need to focus on our own security and not get caught up in this scattered energy, this underhanded energy. I don't know how else to put it. It's a fearful energy. It's a controlling energy, and manipulative energy that this card to me is just speaking to. Be mindful not to get caught up in that energy, to really focus in on this new beginning and how beautiful it really can be, and don't get distracted or discouraged by what might be currently in our 3D environment. It also definitely, plain as day, has the full moon going on in the background. Now this is a new moon, so we might be working through some of these fears and insecurities or distractions from now until the full moon. So this 2-week period of time, we might have to do some adjusting or working through those energies. Although I feel like we did a lot of purging and a lot of clearing, even in December, that some of this might still be lingering, or we have to, we've just changed our habits and our ways of thinking, and this is a reminder not to let them creep back in. So I think that's what I'll leave it at for now, and I will see you at the full moon in 2 weeks. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.